Hello, and welcome to Vesever Storytime. How are you all doing today? He indeed is correct. This Kokichi guy, this guy indeed. What are we going to do with him? Not gonna be here too long. Employee meeting in 30 minutes. Ooh, all right. Well, the VODs will be ready for you. So, here it is. I hope that your meeting goes well, and that it isn't just managers and stuff yelling at you guys. Usually meetings sometimes turn into that. It's just like, why? Alright, well, since you don't have much time, let's just get into it. Hello? Controller? There we go. Wait. Investigation. Yes. 22. Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. Okay. We're gonna load in. There's gonna be all kinds of crazy stuff. Last we saw, we were going straight to the investigation. Miu's hands are clasped around her neck, as if she was grasping for air. Her eyes are wide open in panic. She must have suffered quite a bit. Yeah, suffocation is no joke. Oh, it's a terrible way to go.
Wow.
You, that's one grody face. You must have suffered a lot. Oh. That game came up perfectly, Bait. You did very well with that. That wasn't even me. That was just the game once I pressed the next button for the dialogue. A vulgar death. Fit for a vulgar bitch.
Hey,
Stop, Kokichi. Even if you're joking, that's too far.
it's nothing.
Oh, but Bait, those Tarkov games. Oh, man. But yeah, I have both Kaiba keys now, too. You're right. You should never speak ill of the dead, no matter how much you hated them.
Right?
Even if she was a despised, pathetic, dirty cum toilet of a person. Suppose I'll never get Kokichi to change. But what's Miu's cause of death? Doesn't say in the Monokuma file. May I? I wanted to let you know just in case it turns out to be a clue. I was the first one to log out and find Miu's body. She was still wearing the helmet and her body was contorting into this awful position. Maki logged out after I did and she helped me take Miu's helmet off. And then she was gone.
Hey.
Is that a confession?
Hey.
How is that a confession? Anyway, the question is the cause of death. What caused her to suffer like this? Yeah, I see the headset. It's the device we wore on our heads to enter the virtual world. Some helmets still have the cords plugged in, others have them removed. Positive that they were unplugged after logging out. Ah, that's it, the cords. We're supposed to plug the two cords from the computer into our helmets. Red for consciousness and blue for memory. Oh. So technically someone could unplug the blue and then people wouldn't remember anything. But if they unplugged just the red, they'd go unconscious, but they would remember. Got those mixed up. I have curiosity. What happens if you switch the cords? I don't know. Never done that before. Probably gets all glitchy or something. Maybe you'll become a vegetable. Maybe you'll body swap with someone. Who knows? Glitch.
Mommy!
Poor guy. Mommy! I just like how he says mommy. So the device we wore on our heads into the virtual world. Summons still. Oh, okay, so it's still the same thing. So no matter what visor we look at, it's going to be the same. Alright, so next he said Maki was the next one out. So we'll talk to her. Maki was working on the computer, her hand moving the mouse around rapidly. You know how to work that computer, Maki?
Nope.
No, not really. I've never used this program before either. Let's see. Imagine that would be difficult to understand unless you were an expert.
Well,
But I did find the text file regarding this program. It has info about the program's basic features, but other than that, there's not much. Oh, so what did it say? Don't want to tell me, at least tell it to Shuichi. According to this text file, the Killing Game Simulator used a certain program as the base. Called Neo World Program. Neo World Program? Never heard of it.
well,
This Killing Game Simulator, objects can't break. Your body's 5 senses are connected to your avatar, and your avatar cannot be harmed. But any damage inflicted on your avatar will be transferred to your body in the real world. Matches what Mew told us.
that's true.
If the avatar receives fatal damage, then your real body will die from shock.
Huh?
From shock?
Oh.
Oh, this is the first time we're hearing about this. If someone receives a fatal injury in the virtual world, then they'll die in the real world. Well, your 5 senses are connected, so it makes sense you'd feel the same amount of pain.
Right?
So it wouldn't be too surprising if you died from the fatal injury.
Oh,
But the more important question is, why did Mew keep such an important detail a secret? That's my question. That is strange. I have no idea why she wouldn't mention such an important detail. Did she hide that from us on purpose?
Well,
That's all it says about the virtual world's basic features. The rest of the virtual world is the same as the real world, including the laws of physics. Warps and special transportation like mounts do not exist.
I see.
So you can only move around using your avatar.
How boring.
She should have added warps and mounts to the virtual world. That's all it says in this text file.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maki. That was very helpful.
But
Is the info in the text file correct?
what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
nuh-uh.
I'm not doubting you or anything, Maki, but I'm just saying that file could have been rewritten. It's possible someone rewrote the original info with false info, you know? But to determine that, you would need extensive knowledge of computers.
It's my time to shine.
Looks like a job for me!
Huh?
What? Huh?
Stop it.
Don't get in our way. Don't get in the way. In fact, I want you to let me help with the investigation. Help with the investigation? Monotaru, what are you saying?
Hey,
Come on, please. Won't you let me help with the investigation? Ever since I forgot I'm bad with computers, I'm good with computers now.
What are you talking about?
That logic doesn't make any sense.
Way!
You can't, Monotaru. We're not allowed to help the participants. As mascots, we gotta stick to that rule.
I don't care.
I don't give a fart about the rules. I want to help everyone. Monotaru, switch sides. I know what's up with this, but I want to avenge my dead mommy. That's the real reason. She accepted him. Your mommy? You mean Mew?
Not that.
No, Monotaru, you've forgotten again. You've forgotten that she's not our mother.
I want you.
You've forgotten about the important person you need to protect. Shut up, you pig. I'm busy avenging mommy's death. How sad, but it looks like this is goodbye. I love you, but there's someone I need to protect. Goodbye.
So long. Farewell.
Oof, it's only her voice now. Alrighty then, let's do this.
Huh?
Do what?
So what?
I don't care either way. If you want to help, then that's fine. True, I suppose, but...
Thanks.
Thanks, I'll do my best for mommy's sake.
No.
Wait, perhaps we should... He's doing his best for a dead mommy. I'm so touched. Ah!
Okay.
Alright, fine, I'll leave it to you then. I suppose I have no choice.
All right.
I'll start analyzing the computer right away.
This stinky little computer is no match for my hands.
And then he breaks it.
His hands are going at such an intense speed that the friction is creating fire.
All right.
I've already analyzed a few things.
Huh?
Already?
Okay.
The text file is consistent with the original program. It doesn't look like it was altered.
Yay!
Also, I found this too.
Is this?
This looks like information when everyone logged in and out. Ooh, this is perfect. Okay. So everybody logs in. Kaito was the very first one to log out. Ooh, I see how it is. Then Kibo. Then Himiko. Then Maki. But didn't Kibo say Maki was the next one to log out after him? Because she was the one who helped him with the helmet. So Mew was the last one to log in. 2 minutes after everyone else. Why did it take her so long to log in?
Okay.
Yeah, Kaido logged out a long time before everyone. 5:17? And then like everybody else was right after that, like, pretty quickly. There's no sign that this was altered either. It's definitely accurate information.
Hey,
Could you show it to me? I guess I didn't have to squint at it so much. It really does have everyone's login and logout times recorded.
Well,
Aside from Mew, everyone has logged in and out once.
you're right.
It would appear that no one secretly logged out then logged back in. My main concern becomes Kaido. He logged out ahead of us. No, couldn't be him. That's a long time to be logged out. Also, there's something else I know as well as analyzing the program.
So,
Looks like some parts of the program were rewritten. Program's been rewritten? Obviously, he was the only person capable of doing that. So which files did she rewrite and what did she change?
okay.
I'll analyze that, of course. That's going to take a little time. Well, as long as it's done by the class trial, then Shuichi will be able to avenge Mew. He's just saying whatever he pleases.
Alright.
Alright, then I'll keep on analyzing the crap out of this program. You're so reliable.
that's true.
Yeah, way more than you. Okay, Himiko was... I never thought Mew would be killed. I saw her avatar there, not moving. I thought maybe, but...
You're right.
That's right, you saw that Mew's avatar in the virtual world had stopped moving. Me, Kibo, and Maki all found her avatar.
Hey,
Can you tell me more about that? Any details? You were looking for the secret of the outside world at the chapel.
Hey.
You was too, right?
No.
No, Mew volunteered to look around the outside of the chapel, but she wasn't with us. Mew volunteered to look around outside. We searched, but we couldn't find anything. Then right when we were starting to get tired, all of a sudden we heard a really loud sound outside. Must have been the sound I heard as well. But they're on different maps, and Mew was saying you couldn't hear anything. Something must have hit the wall of the chapel really hard. We felt it all the way from inside. Something hitting the chapel wall? So we all rushed outside, checked the side of the chapel, and we found Mew's avatar. That's when you went to log out to check Mew's real body, correct?
But,
When we went to the river, the bridge was gone for some reason.
jeez.
And while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
thank you.
I see, thank you.
Oh,
That testimony sounded important, especially about how they couldn't cross the river.
because
If they weren't able to cross, then no one could have gone between the mansion and the chapel. But we saw, not we, Sumugi. She said she saw Mew through the window. That helps us narrow down the people who could have come to contact with Mew. Unless, the one thing I can think of, like, because I've done some RPG making design stuff before as well, through like RPG Maker, blah, 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 or other things. Sometimes when you go into a house, and it zooms into the house, what's happening, there's a separate map or place where all the houses are in one instance. So, well, the camera's right there. Technically, if the camera were to move over a little bit, there would be another house there. I think you left all her stuff with you. You're right, Rochi. So it could be while they were inside the house, like the chapel, the people in the chapel could hear everything the same as the people inside the other building. I forget what the building was called. And then that's why... Oh, but then why could he see outside? Unless outside there's like a little... No, that doesn't make sense. Anyways. Who could have come into contact with Mew at the chapel? Fence at the chapel have been added. This isn't PS2. I know it's a fancy rinky-dink computer. The time of death indicated in the Monokuma file. He was killed while we were still in the virtual world. Okay, she said she saw something through the window.
Like I thought.
Ended up like this after all. I had a bad feeling. Ever since I thought I saw Mew from the dining room window.
You thought you saw Mew?
Yeah, I told Shuichi about it.
But look at this. This does look like PS2. And this is what we're talking about.
There's a small window in the dining room. Maybe 10 minutes ago I looked through it. I thought I saw Mew.
Oh.
So you saw Mew then? I thought I must have been mistaken since she should have been by the chapel. You're only saying you were mistaken, so you don't have to feel as guilty. Uh-huh.
Because?
If you had been positive it was Mew, then you could have done something sooner. You could have prevented her death, you know?
Hey,
That's just speculation, Kokichi. You can't judge in hindsight.
My bad.
Oh, you went a little off topic there. Anyway, I want to ask you something. What did you do after you thought you saw Mew?
I thought I was mistaken, but it really bothered me, so about 10 minutes later, I told Shuichi, and while we were talking about it,
Laying around a friend's corpse talking about it? Yeah, exactly. You know, you just shoot the shit. Like the water cooler talk at work. Except, you know, one of the people there is holding their mug of water all like... Yeah, we heard the same bang. But how did we see Mew? That's the question. So it seems like they are connected, those two parts. I want to wrap this up before she starts to smell. Well, I'm pretty sure that they void their... corpse voids his bowels not too long after, as the muscles... yeah, holding it aren't being told to hold anymore.
What? What was that sound?
It sounded as if something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but... Orochi, I mean, it could be like Danganronpa, not Danganronpa, Doki Literature Club, where we're stuck for an entire weekend watching this corpse desiccate. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, that was some good times. Is that what you're saying? Is that what's saying? Huh? What? Huh? I'm confused.
Heard a loud noise and rushed out into the entrance hall.
But for now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! Oh, okay. I was wondering about that. That seems like a very incomplete sentence. Or thought. Was that Kibo's voice? Right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close. Yeah. So that was... This must be with, like, next to each other, then. I'm still confused about the outside part. Unless they share the inside house map and the outside chapel map are the same one. I don't know about the outside chapel map, but it does look like, yeah, the inside house map's in the same area. Because it's hearing all the same things. She was able to see out the window and see Mew. But then once she opens the door, because it has to load into that other map. Yeah. Keyboy's voice, huh? Wasn't he at the chapel?
okay.
He was, but Smoogie and I are positive it was his voice. We heard Kibo from the entrance hall when he should have been at the chapel. What? That's weird, because you shouldn't be able to hear anything between the chapel and mansion. Even Mew said that. Yeah, you can't hear anything at all while you're inside the map loading point.
I see.
You're right. The sound shouldn't reach through the map loading point. So how do we hear Kibo's voice? How were we able to hear Kibo at the mansion if he was at the chapel?
Maybe someone's lying. Lying?
By the way, Kokichi, did you hear the loud noise or Kibo's voice at all? I'm not sure. Must have not noticed because I was too busy searching. Lying to his face. Kaido?
Hey.
Kaido, you keep interrupting me when I talk. Do you like me or something?
Don't screw around.
But yes, geez, that is basically what I was saying. I think they were on the same map point, and that's why they could hear things. If not, like, right next to each other on there. Who would like you, dumbass? I was interested in Shuichi's conversation.
Huh?
My conversation? The virtual world was developed by Bethesda and is just buggy as hell. It could be. But yeah, no, from... Like I was saying there, with RPG Maker and stuff, usually it's on the same map. It's just you have them kind of separated and the camera only focuses on that one part, even though the next building inside is literally right beside. Killed by lag. Ooh. Well, what I said before was pretty much everything. After that, we headed back to the chapel to see what happened. We saw Gonta as we left the mansion, and the three of us went to the river together. But there was a wall. There was a wall, yes. But sound can travel through walls. That's when we met up with Kokichi.
Yeah.
And then we used the signboard that I found as a bridge. Pointy into cars. Fallout 4 where you ran into them and they would ooh, ouch. Ouch. We used the signboard that I found as a bridge. Background cafe did was glitchy Tarkov runs last night. Didn't see half the scavs. Yeah, there was last night there were some errors. We ended up running. I tried running the factory quest with Zookeeper Chris. And then I ran into a scav player that was like, whee! Zipped right across. Went and suddenly blew up Chris. I had ducked around in time. He came around trying to shoot at me. He ran out of his magazine. I was shooting at him. He goes over to the tanker, falls down. So I think he's dead, but I'm like, nope, wait, he's not dead. So I unload the rest of a 30-round clip magazine into him. And then he instantly pops back up and goes, and then kills me within a few shots. Like, what the heck? You're going to head out, cheese. All right. See you later. I will talk to you in the VOD. Talk to Future Cheese. Ooh. Future Foundation Cheese Bot. Oh, no. And an invisible one to both of us came into your room. Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. I mean, it seems that that's hacking. It seemed like that, but the problem was as well, after I died, normally you can just go to playing the next one, but it kept saying my character was still in the server. So I was saying, okay, well, I'll reconnect, and then I'd reconnect. It was like, oh, failed to connect to the server. So I think it was just a really bad server glitch. But yeah, I hear you. There's a lot of camping and hacking. You'll hear Bait and I complaining about camping a lot from Tarkov every now and then. I think you're invisible. Here's the signboard that I found as a bridge. What about though? Did you notice anything? I suppose not. See, you're working hard. Looks like you're starting to take this game seriously, Kaido. Oh, legs switching. Spooky's account has been added. Loud noise has been added. Now we want to know why Kaido logged out.
That's right.
Shuichi, I gotta explain, just so you don't misunderstand. Explain what? You're talking about how you logged out by yourself, right? Okay, let's hear it then.
What?
Your initial flashback, I kept standing in front of him, waving, and no reaction. Oh. Well, I guess Spade, it was like that one time when you're going through the entire level and you're able just to like glitch through the doors. You couldn't see anybody, nobody could see you. Something like that, I guess, suppose. Well, why are you?
Yeah.
Feel free to lie, of course. Exposing lies is the real pleasure of this game, after
Don't
all.
screw around.
What?
Hey,
Kyle, just ignore him and talk to me, okay?
I mean,
But the whole logging out thing, I don't really get it myself. When I was looking for the secret of the outside world on the rooftop, a circle lit up under me. I suddenly sucked in. Before I knew it, I was logged out. Same thing happened when I used the phone to log out. How'd that happen on the roof? What happened after you logged out?
so...
Everyone else was still logged in, but I didn't know if it was okay for me to log back in. So I just went back to my room and slept. Since it was dawn, I was pretty tired. And the body discovery announcement woke you?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I heard and rushed back here.
Hey,
Remember what condition Mew's body was in when you logged out?
My bad.
Nah, I didn't pay attention to that, so I don't know. Didn't notice anything wrong, like whether she was dead or not? Said I don't know. Okay, sorry. I just need to object to the contradiction of that testimony, right?
Don't screw around.
So I'm not lying. Tell him, Shuichi. Tails, why hello there. How are you doing? How was Jump King the other day? I noticed it was one of the top games being played for a bit there. The hell Tails is here? I know. I'm just going to pretend like it's something normal. Poisonous?
yeah, that's right.
Shuichi agrees with you. Or find the truth, you can't be biased. Okay, I think now it's Gonta.
Hey,
Gonta, are you alright?
You're so dumb.
You're still depressed about Mew. Come on, don't be such a Debbie Downer. Do you hear the Toblerone special did Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I saw little bits about the running, and then the Toblerone sitting there dripping. I haven't seen what else is going to happen to the Toblerone.
By the way,
Oh, Gonta, I want to know what you think. Rare, I know, but who do you think is the culprit?
Gonta don't know.
Gonta not know. Murder already happened when Gonta wake up. Make it disappear. Oh boy. I mean, I can imagine what's going to happen, but but why this happened? Why Mew killed? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything.
How can this be?
But Gonta frustrated and sad. Gonta no could protect Mew. He seems all over the place right now. Oh man, he can't think at all when he's like this.
it's true.
But Gonta doesn't seem to be lying. Pretty sure he's telling us the truth. Well, I guess a big dum-dum like Gonta doesn't have the brains to lie in the first place.
Hey,
Talk about him like that?
Disappointing.
So disappointed in you, Gonta. When I first met you, I thought you'd be more useful.
sorry.
What kind of minis? Oh! Okay. We're going to pause this game for a moment here. Get up to this lovely camera. Now, wait, what? Why did it double? There we go. I guess I pressed it too quickly. Anyways, so remember how I was showing off the General Grievous that I built the other day there? So, this is the General Grievous. Now, basically, when I was saying I was doing the basing, I was putting the sand on the bases. Gonta was experimenting with the mixed human genes with a genetically deficient turnip. Oh my goodness. So basically, I've got a bunch of B1 battle droids. This one's with rocket launcher. We've got my favorite droidicas, as well as they came in ball form as well. Roger, roger. Exactly. So basically, I spent an hour last night when I should have been in bed. So from 11 to 12, just gluing sand on all the bases. War game at all. As I'm sure you've noticed, my comments in your streams and other streams were blood for the blood god, pestilent all-father Nurgle, and so on. I used to play Warhammer a heck of a lot, 40k and so on. But I kind of grew out of that. It's because it was expensive with how much they were continually updating the rules, like an extra $110 rule book every couple 3 to 4 years, and then the power creep. You always have to get the new stuff. Yeah, Chaos Dark Elf. I worked at Games Workshop as well here in my city. I was an assistant manager there, so I had a bit of a discount to help out. So I owned numerous armies. And then once I stopped that, I still missed it. I missed it. So then I started looking at what else can I get. And I was all about... it's not here. Shit. I was all about making so this way things can move. That was very important. So even with like this one, this is one of the clone speeder. Well, actually, here, let's get back to this full cam again. So this clone speeder bike here. Normally you're supposed to glue it all together. However, I've made it so this way. The sidecar can rotate around so it can shoot in the back. I mean, it's like that already, where you can do that as long as you don't glue certain parts in. And then this way, it just kind of, you can push it into click, so this way it's not so bad. But yeah, I like it so this way, if there are parts that can move, I'll have that. This one I didn't have to, but yeah, I know all about that neodymium magnet stuff. I have a pin vise. I've done this way I can swap out arms and stuff in models as well. Yeah. But this one, luckily, there's just a little part over here. As long as you didn't glue the piece in fully, it can rotate on it. And then yeah, I'll do the Kingdom Death. Yeah, I remember you talking about that, and I agree. If you can do that on those kind of beanies, it's amazing. Like I've got cases. Actually, here, one moment. Yeah. As you can see, army cases. I think this one's my orcs. Because I was all about the horde armies and so on if I could. Oh, this is actually my Demons of Chaos. Beautiful. This is what I was looking for. So, this here is Grandpapa Nurgle. So this is one of the greater demons of Nurgle. He's a beautiful model. And so I was painting him up. He's not done. But I kept some parts separate so this way I can paint a little bit easier. You can get the nice rust on the sword and all that good stuff. Most excited you see me? Yeah, I can get excited about stuff. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's a really beautiful model. Really gross looking and everything too. It's great. I'll put this back. Yeah, I don't think I have anything to show off with pin vices and what have you with my demons, so yeah, no. I just have zombies and skeletons because I was doing a fantasy army as well. Just going to click this guy back together. But yeah, I have another friend, Mach Omega, who's doing Legion as well. When the game first came out, it only had Rebels and the Empire. And he really likes Empire, so I was like, okay, you do the Empire, I'll do some Rebels. I didn't really like Rebels. I didn't like it at all. So I was sitting there going like, And then they announced that they were coming out with the Clone Wars era, with the clones and the Separatists. I was so excited because I loved the droids. Never seen. Do I get back into that stuff, trying to do one thing at a time? Yeah. I'm so childlike, giddy almost. I might do that. Okay. I've actually thought about doing streams like that before you guys did your Lego streams and so on. But my main problem was, all I've got is just this webcam here. Like, do you find when it's in full like this, that the quality's alright for it? I would have to have it aimed down at a table somewhere. I don't have two, so I can't do like bait and having a nice cool one just down on my working space and then another on my face. It would just be basically you looking at my hands painting the entire time. Fine with the lighting, you're finding your table's lacking. Yeah. I love building the models. I like that a lot. What I have a hard time with is painting. That being the case, I know all about blending, doing highlights, shading, ink, swashes. Like, I know the techniques. It's just really hard for me. And this actually even goes towards streaming here. I can get huge ideas of things that I'd love to do. Well, I just don't really have the know-how how to do it or make it look how I want. Like, for example, with the flames going across. Instead, like, that's not really my theme. I want stories. What I would love to do is ultimately like it kind of go back to reveal that it's all within pages of a book, then suddenly pages flip onto the new scene, which then zooms in. And things like that. It's just like, oh my gosh, I don't know if you can do that, let alone what else to do. Something aiming straight down at the camera. Used to know all that. Haven't done it in 8 years, yeah. Cheap IKEA table. Yep. Sorry. Oh, I gotta click back into this.
Gonta, idiot.
Gonta's so sorry. Gonta's sorry. He no could protect Mew. Gonta.
Hey,
If you feel that bad about it, then stop blaming yourself. Help us find the culprit instead. It's the culprit's fault anyway, so pull yourself together and help us, okay? Oh, okay, going to understand.
Gonta do his best.
Going to do his best to find culprit. Going to definitely do his best this time, because you didn't the other times?
yeah.
Yep, now that's the spirit. Now Kokichi's encouraging him? I really don't know what Kokichi's thinking. Oof. Still things to investigate on, though. Who have I not actually talked to? I guess Kokichi. Can you believe Monotaro's on our side now? And Oliver's recently deceased mommy. Well, yes. Well, Cubs loved her so much. I'll never forgive the culprit who killed Mew. Okay. What else did you find, Monotaru? Hey there, I know you're busy with the computer, but I want to go over what we learned from investigating the program.
Okay.
Oh, you want to use this computer? Go right ahead. Alright, first, what program information was listed in that text file? According to the file, the Killing Game Simulator was based on the Neo World program. In the simulator, objects can't break. Your 5 senses are connected to your avatar, but your avatar cannot be harmed. Damage inflicted to your avatar will be transferred to your real body. That's exactly what Mew told us. If your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. In other words, fatal injuries in the virtual world are fatal to your real body as well. Okay, question for you, Bait. Well, not since I'm thinking of it. Because I was actually thinking about this earlier, with the painting and so on. And then you asked about the wargaming. Would potential battle report things be of interest, do you think? And it's basically, I've watched some things where there's battle reports of people playing Hordes or some other war games. It's them playing, they're explaining what they're doing, what dice they're rolling, why, the tactics that they're thinking of doing as they're moving the models around and actually playing it out on there. Of course, you could do that within Tabletop Simulator as well. That'd be interesting. You'd watch a war game. Now, the next question then is, do you think that would be suited more for a YouTube viewing or a live stream? Now, I think it might be easier with YouTube, to be honest. You could skip forward and back through things easier, and it wouldn't slow down the game being played a lot by constantly having, yeah, lots of editing for YouTube, though, yeah. Otherwise, there would be lots of, if it was a live stream, lots of going back and forth, just chatting, and then, oh. Yeah, I think that'd be rough. Oh yeah, you could do a much easier voiceover with the YouTube video for your tactics instead of trying to talk about that. Yeah, I'm doing this because I'm going to be going flanking to the left on the other side, and then your opponent's saying like, oh yeah, that's what you're doing, hey? The orc voices. Excellent. We'll have to get a big ol' wah. In other words, fatal injuries in the virtual world are fatal to your real body as well. I don't recall Mew ever telling us this. She wouldn't just forget to tell us. Was she hiding this information on purpose? Physics are also the same in the real virtual world. There isn't any warping or quick transportation methods. You can only use your avatar to get around. That's about all that's written in the text file. The other piece of evidence I found interesting is the login logout record that Monotaru found. Recorded all the times we logged in and out. Excluding the victim, Mew, everyone only logged in and out once. So no one secretly logged out and logged back in. Which means, Kaido, he logged out before any of us, but it couldn't have been him. The program itself has also been modified in a few ways. We have to wait for Monotaru to finish his analysis for that info. Yeah, we already knew about all that. Oh, all finished? Alright, then I'll keep on analyzing the crap out of this program. I'll let you know when I find something. Still some things. Yeah, I tried clicking on the computer. Try clicking on that visor. Oh, wait, I see it now. This. A small bottle. There's something on the seat. The small bottle. Feels as though I've seen this before. Oh, wait. Is that poison? This is yours, right, Shuichi?
Huh?
Mine? No, I guess it's not yours, but it is from your lab. That's right, this was in the Ultimate Detective's lab.
Right?
Yeah, it's that poison. Do you know about this, Kokichi? Of course, because I already checked it. We are in a killing game, you know. There's poison and tricks prepared. And of course, I had to investigate them ASAP.
That's...
That... Oh, it's not so I can use them. I check in case someone else uses them. Not really
By the
true.
way,
Wait, did you see the label on the back of this bottle? The label? According to the warnings here, this poison is pretty lethal. It becomes neutralized once it's mixed. So it has to be taken directly. But when it's taken directly, the victim will immediately die, even if they only sip a bit. Which means if you could get the victim's mouth open, you could kill them instantly. Can't imagine a better method of killing someone who's logged in.
by the way,
I should tell you what symptoms the poison causes. Causes a small blood vessel under the conjunctiva to explode, which makes the whites of your eyes turn blood red. Bloodshot eyes, that's important information. Well, that's everything about this poison. Am I doing a good job? Maybe it's time you acknowledge me as your partner.
No.
Thought I remembered you saying that you didn't want to be my partner. Did I? Well, sometimes I lie without thinking about it. Ah! Seriously.
anyway,
Who brought this poison? Do you think the culprit did it? Who brought the poison? I can't be certain yet. But I do know that the poison was left on that person's chair. Kokichi's chair. Editing Tarkov clip now? Ooh, ouch. I know, I'm so sad I didn't do that for my Tarkov game earlier. Hello, Duke. Is it time? Perhaps. Suppose I've investigated everything that I can here. Wait, no, I want to look at Mew's eyes!
hey,
Are you done investigating the crime scene? So do you know who the culprit is yet?
No.
No, this might not actually be the crime scene. I'm recording when you stream more, wish you did. Oh, yeah, no, I still always record. I can do the NVINC recording and streaming both on NVINC with my 1080 Ti. And it works out fine. Pretty good quality. And then I just upload that to the YouTubes. What's interesting in the virtual world could be fatal in the real world. I mean, there's a possibility that she was killed in the virtual world. Which means the next area to investigate should be
I see.
the virtual world. We should go there again.
See?
I just read your mind, didn't I? I did, right? Right.
Got it.
That's the case that I'm coming to.
Oh,
Oh, great. He's coming. You must really like me, huh? Say whatever you want. I don't have time to waste on you.
Yeah.
We go back to the virtual world, we might find some new clues. Those, I might be able to clear my name. May I join you as well? I also think we should investigate the virtual world again.
All right.
Why don't we all go?
Ah,
So I get to be that avatar again?
what?
Huh? Did you actually like the avatar after all?
Well,
I'm going to stay here. He's still in the middle of analyzing the program. Going to search this place some more. This is no time to be sleeping. That's not what we're... Well, that's fine. Hope we weren't sleeping. Going to have to remember that little tidbit for later. Then I'll stay here too.
Huh?
What? Surprised? You going to get lonely without your partner?
my bad.
I'm busy too, you know. I have to watch Maki in case she tries to do anything deceitful.
Huh?
Deceitful?
See?
Well, you and Kyle are pretty close, so you might do something deceitful for him, right?
Thank goodness.
Good thing Gonta's here with me. Your glare is too scary to handle alone. Gonta would risk his life to protect me from a murderer. Hey, if you keep saying messed up crap like that, I want to kick your ass into orbit.
Oh, right already.
Gonta thinks that we were doing not being in VR. Yeah. Because everything that we're talking about in the VR, he's like, what? And that was, yeah, he said he was sleeping. That's why something's up with that. It's fine, just ignore him and hurry to the virtual world.
Okay.
Kaido, let's focus on solving the case for now. Fine.
Thank goodness.
Hey, God, I don't like violence. The ultimate supreme leader would rather sneak around.
So that means...
Anyway, I'll leave the virtual world to you, Shuichi. This is why I'm annoyed that I can't go look at the ports in the back. Because one's for memory, one's for consciousness. So could it be going to either flip them around so it glitched and he just thought he was sleeping the entire time? Or perhaps he didn't plug one in? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating when I say this class trial can only be solved by you, okay? Your talent can save the useless people here, you know? Who are you calling useless?
Told you.
Enough already. Kaido, let's go. Kaido, Kibo, Himiko, Tsumugi, and I are prepared to enter the virtual world. We picked up our helmets once again, sitting in the same seats as before.
So the red cord goes in the right side and the blue cord in the left, yeah?
Yeah, let's do that.
Right is the hand I hold my chopsticks with. I gotta be sure to get it right.
If you're that worried, why don't you use one that's already set up?
Oh, this is where it's going to be. We place the devices on our heads and flip the switch. Yeah, and then this is where I put on my VR set. It was great, and then I knocked out my internet. Arrgh. Welcome to the Neo World program.
Great, huh?
Oh, it's my avatar. Look, my avatar. So, you liked it after all.
You know,
So we're back here.
100%.
Apparently, we always arrive in this room when we log in. You said that logging in and out isn't possible unless we're in this room.
huh?
Then, how did I get logged out while I was on the rooftop?
Okay.
Yes, we need to investigate that area too.
What should we do?
First, we're going to check Miu's avatar, right?
That's right.
I think her avatar is still near the chapel. Then let's head to the chapel. What if I don't want to? Hey, Zookeeper Chris, how you doing tonight? Hopefully your day is going along swell. Alright, I should check the map before heading to the chapel. Why? Did you forget already? 2 maps on the wall, one of the mansion, one of the world. I'll check the map of the mansion first. First floor has the salon, dining room, kitchen, and bathroom. The second is the roof. Put up when looking for the secret of the outside world. Kokichi had the salon, Tsumugi in the dining room, Kaito the roof, and Gonta the outside. Okay. To elaborate. Have you ever played? Yes. Yes, I have. I did not play it on release. I played it a little bit after they released the multiplayer update. And I am playing a game I'm in virtual reality in the game. This is the map of the entire virtual world. The world is surrounded by walls in all 4 directions. There's a loading point in the middle, so the map is split in 2. No sight or sound can pass through the map loading point. To get from the mansion to the chapel, you have to go through this point. You also have to cross the river that runs parallel to it. That's how this world is designed. Strange, I feel as though there's some secret to this. Yes, there is. What is this game? We're in the Neo World program, as Duke has stated there. It was part of a killing game that's been redesigned. And unfortunately, we had a death within the killing game, which led to a death in the real world, a la Sword Art Online. Thus, the SAO in my title today. What's bothering me?
Hey, sweetie.
I understand. Looking at maps makes you feel calm, doesn't it?
Huh?
You're the type of kid who stares at maps alone instead of playing at recess, aren't you?
No.
What are my thoughts on No Man's Sky in relation to your comments earlier about Elite? There's a lot more that you can do in No Man's Sky than you can in Elite, that's for sure. In Elite Dangerous, basically all you're doing is you're just flying. That's literally it. You can land on planets with one of the Horizons DLC that they released. And then once you've landed on the planet, you can go out in an SCV? Little buggy thing to go around and drive around, but there's no walking. What can you do on the planets? Well, you can drive around. There's some bases and installations you can go technically attack and fight and hope to find little bits to modify your ship. But really all it is providing some extra bonuses. It doesn't change too much. Did anything like that.
Shuichi!
I forget we're here for you, bro. Whereas No Man's Sky, you start off as walking around, gathering supplies and so on. You fix a little ship, and then you can start flying with that ship. And then you can actually get bigger ships. And the one thing I will say is the space part of No Man's Sky, last I played, it could have changed. It's more focused on the base building ground portion than it is the space. Yes, you can fly around in space a bit and blow up some asteroids and do some fighting, but it's nowhere near like Elite. It's more focused on the ground base building aspects. I mean, you can do some stuff on your ship and in space stations, but that's really about it. It's a lot more focused on the you versus the vehicle. We're here for you, bro. But that being the case, you get to build large things, and with multiplayer, you can have a big base with everybody and all kinds of things, and yeah.
Indeed.
You're not alone anymore.
That's fine.
Don't need to withdraw into a shell, you know? Interesting, if you could build your own ship modified in No Man's Sky, that would be. But that's where Space Engineers comes in. That's a different game, that you can build your own stuff like that. A punch with rum with it? Duke, I was going to start the stream. I got caught up in Tarkov longer than I should have with that last match. I didn't think I'd live so long and have such an epic tale. And then the kids wanted to play with me quickly, wrestle on our bed upstairs, whacking each other with pillows before bed. So that took up some time. And I was typing Discord, and I was going to come in. I was going to have a nice glass of orange juice with vodka inside. It was going to be great. It was going to be so good. But then I ran out of time. I'm so proud of you. You made friends with real people, not maps.
That's wrong.
I'm investigating. Just investigating. How long are they meant to make? The Vesives or? Oh, Shuichi, could you please come with me?
What happened?
What? What happened? I found something strange. I don't know if it's relevant to the case, but I want to hear your opinion regardless. It's right this way. Yes, I saw that. This is toilet paper, right? How would it be in a place like this?
That's right.
It's cold here.
Huh?
Hmm?
Which means...
My initial thought was that someone may have come here to defecate.
No.
No, I don't think that's it. I don't think avatars have bowel movements. I don't have to go at all.
Huh?
I didn't realize that. It never occurred to me, as I do not need to expel solid waste in the real world. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Oh, wait!
But...
Still strange. Why would toilet paper be in a place like this? Would this be related to the case? That is very odd. Why is toilet paper on the ground outside? Now, everybody wanted to go to the chapel. Oh, hello. Okay, you can go around like this. There's a nice mountain. If it's snowing this much, any clues might get buried. Maybe that's what the culprit wanted? Okay, fine, we'll just...
Hey, so
Hey, isn't this the signboard that Mew threw into the river? Yeah, I wonder why she did that. Whoops, my hand slipped.
you know,
Not some other signboard, right? She said there's only one of them.
No.
Definitely the same. I brought back the one that was stuck on the rocks in the river.
Also, Chris, I believe No Man's Sky, you can get more people playing together than you can in Elite Dangerous. Last we did it, squatting up was, you could get like 4 people in an instance, and then it took a lot of finagling to get it all, like 16 players within a single wake. Well, like she had a plan, but what? I know, we know there's poison down Kokichi's seat, and then she's acting weird. Oh, so that's what happened.
But
There's something bothering me. The rocks that the signboard got caught on weren't on the chapel side of the map. They were on the mansion side. About that bothers you. Just got washed from the chapel to the mansion, right? The chapel to the mansion? That's odd. Flow of the river.
Shuichi!
Think later, bro. Let's get moving. No Man's Sky, 32 players max in a group now. Oh, dang. Nice. Alright, for now we need to investigate the scene. But also, oh yeah, both of them go this way. Let's not get on the mansion.
Allow
So
me
does
to
it
guide
loop
you all
around?
to the world of surprises on this train that runs toward glory.
Louie! Chris! Hey! Oh no! Ugh. Oh, I'm going into labor! Ah! Oh, okay. We just had our stream baby. Oh man. How exciting. Thank you very much for the 9 months. Ooh. Oof, indeed. So, does the map wrap around then? Some maps have that wraparound mechanic. Does it have your eyes or Chris's? Oh, that's a good question. I don't have anything that can really bring on. It's gone. They grow up so fast. Duke, your house, so was that, am I talking about the wraparound mechanic or?
as I thought.
Oh. Oh my. The scene of the crime has not been altered since I found her. So there's no possibility. Just nodules. No! No, Tails. No. I read that on Reddit the first time I read it. And the weird things that have happened. And I retched in my mouth. It was terrible. Because I'm really good at imagining things. And the taste. Oh, God. So, you know, having to relive reading that again. And then listen to Buttons reading it aloud. Like, oh, no. There's no possibility that someone tried to tamper with the crime scene afterwards. That's for sure. It's just like how we left it. Pretty confident in my memory. Memorized a magic spell that would take a whole year just to chant.
What?
If you think I'm lying, I could start the chant right now, you know.
Unfortunately.
No, thank you. I do not think I could wait a whole year. First one I read was the obese per. Yeah. We'll just leave all that. Look how Avatar disappears. If the real body dies, the Avatar remains unchanged.
Actually,
Look at all this stuff scattered around. What happened here?
Jeez.
That's what we're going to start investigating right now, isn't that right, Shuichi?
Okay.
Right. Well, we've got a hammer. Ball pen hammer. This is a hammer. Why would there be a hammer in this world? I was very disappointed last stream. That is it getting hot in here? Little bit of clip, 30 seconds that I put on in my video here to go along with that. Boom, copyright strike. Just that 30 seconds, that little bit. It's not the whole song, not even much. Just bam. It's like, whew, jeez. There could be a hammer in this world. We wrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that can be used as weapons. Now they don't mess around here, apparently. It's like, whew. You said she deleted dangerous objects. I can't imagine she'd miss a hammer. Was me lying? Why would she lie? Is this a cell phone? Are cell phones in this world? But what could they be for?
No.
Ah, that's it. It's a phone, so... A cell phone. I can't believe there's something like this. So could she call to log out? Got email about Temtem. Do you have access now? / have played it. There's very specific dates. What was it? 10th, 18th. I was very impressed with their dates. Very impressed. They have a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday. So this way, people could actually get a chance to play. It's not just the weekends, just whatever. Oh no. Where did it go? Where did it go? My email. It was from Humble Bundle. January 11th at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. January 17th at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and January 19th at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So 11th, 17th, 19th. It's all daytime streams. I mean, daytimes though. So I don't know if I'll be able to stream it. Unfortunately. 11th. Oh yeah, no. Oh, I'm not even really going to be able to play it this Saturday. Dang. I'm going to be gone out the whole day. 17th, I might be able to. That's a Friday. No, I'm going to be working. Oh no. 19th is Sunday. That's going to be the only time that I'm going to be able to try playing. Rough. Rough.
Ah.
Never got email. Oh no. And they did have a Kickstarter, yes. You know, Kickstarter. Have a rule to back games on Kickstarter now because of... Yes, I also like that. Which is why I was very hesitant about Tarkov at first, and why I was asking Batesauce so many questions during his streams on Tarkov, and being very like, Oh, perfect timing. I like you helping out with something. I just want to test something out.
Come on, man.
Help you out?
Of course.
I'd never say no to a favor from my sidekick.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kaido. What do you need me to do?
Is that all right?
You don't have to do anything, you just have to stand here. Stand here? Kaito Momota.
I knew it.
He logged out just as I thought. It's gonna be used to log out just like the phone in the salon. Only 20%? Ouch. Ouch. The price will be? Shoot, I can't remember. I think they said something like free to play, didn't they? At one point? On PC, TBA on consoles. All good. They don't Switch. Oh no, the game won't be free to play. That game won't include any pay to win at all. Okay, so it will be buy to play. But yeah, so we'll see how it comes out. Yeah, well, Kickstarter ones are usually pretty cheap to begin with. Look, bees log out just like the phone in the salon. And this proves it doesn't have to be the person themselves. If you just say their name, you can log out anyone you like.
All right.
See, thanks to Kaido's help, I'm starting to pin this down. So, why did Kaido get logged out then? Who would say that and why? Oh, unless it was specifically to set Kaido up? I bet Kaido was pretty surprised when he logged out all of a sudden. I should apologize for that later. Is this a piece of lattice? Why is this here? As a mysterious object. It's a wooden mat. It used to be common in bathrooms. I didn't see it. I didn't see anything like it at the chapel. Where did it come from? Not from the chapel, then why is it here? I just figured out with my magic. You did?
See.
Maybe someone used that instead of the signboard to cross the river. That someone is the culprit.
No.
Ah, I don't think so. The river's current is pretty fast. If you did use it to cross, there's no reason it would be here. I know that, I was just testing you a little. But who made it happen, V? That's the real question. What does this mean? What's something like this doing here? I'm not positive why this lattice is left here, but I'm sure that must have something to do with the case. Now for her body. Oh, oh.
I knew it.
His avatar is frozen, collapsed in the snow. Logged out avatar disappears, but if the real body dies, that avatar remains. Makes sense for a killing game simulator. If the body disappeared, we couldn't investigate. The avatars never showed injuries, so they stay the same. She still looks almost alive.
But
Her face is so pretty here, isn't it? It's hard to believe she's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Himiko, could you tell me about when you found Mew one more time? We were looking at the secret of the outside world of the chapel. Since Mew volunteered to check outside the chapel, she was separated from us. A while after we started the search, we heard a really loud sound outside. Something must have hit the wall of the chapel really hard. We felt it all the way from inside. Monitor to 35? That's not bad. It all comes down... I like that it's co-op. I mean, you can play with people. You can go around MMO-ish, so they could always keep adding stuff and tweaking and what have you. Ultimately, I don't know too much about it. I've been deliberately keeping myself away. So it'll be fresh and new. Something hit the chapel wall? So we all rushed outside to check the side of the chapel, and we found Mew's avatar. Then, we all tried to go to the mansion to log out and check Mew's real body. But when we got to the river, the bridge was gone for some reason. Then while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
thank you.
Got it.
Actually,
It reminds me, you can't leave footprints in the snow, can you?
You're right.
Looks that way. This is a killing game simulator.
yeah.
Because footprints in the snow would make finding the culprit easy. So the snow probably isn't a clue for this case. Gade, hello. How you doing there, bud? What's wrong, Kibo? Is something bothering you? I'm glad that you enjoyed my sneakily running over to your Discord server and throwing an ostrich dance on there. What's wrong, Kibo? Is something bothering you? I just remembered something. I think the whispering I overheard might be relevant to this case. Whispering, you say? You heard whispering?
Yes.
Yes, I did not intend to eavesdrop, but I did hear it. Shortly before we gathered at the chapel and dispersed to begin searching. Oh yeah, before we split up, I want to ask you something, Mew. Whispering. It seemed Kokichi and Mew had made plans to meet each other. Meet each other?
Yes.
Kokichi was confirming the specific place they were supposed to meet. I couldn't hear the whole conversation, but I'm certain the rooftop was mentioned. Then those two met on the rooftop?
Well...
But it's strange, right? If they were planning to meet on the mansion's rooftop, why did Mew volunteer to search the area around the chapel?
You're right.
That's true. If they're meeting on the roof, she would have wanted to search the mansion. Either way, she shouldn't have been able to get to the rooftop. She was searching the area around the chapel, which is where we found her avatar. Just chatting about price. Apparently it's going to be 35. I'm excited. Very excited. It'll be great. I can't wait to go stream snipe Cade. He'll be looking around in some bushes. I'm going to come up and just whip a ball at him, or whatever they use for catching guys. It's going to hit his guy. He's going to fall down, and then I'm going to crouch behind that rock. And I'm going to peek. Sit there peeking a couple times. Throw another one. Cheeky breaky. New play recently has piqued your interest. Okay. I haven't seen too much play. Maybe I should actually watch a few streams. See how it is. Searching the area around the chapel, which is where we found her avatar. With no bridge to cross the river, she could not have gone from the chapel to the mansion. I'm curious how PvP is. Like, can you just randomly meet up on the world and challenge somebody? Does it have to be a consensual thing? Like, do you want a duel? Yes, let's duel. Yes. Because I can't see it being like open PvP where you can just run up, throw Pokeballs, like, attack, my Tim Tam, excellent. With no bridge to cross the river, she could not have gone from the chapel to the mansion. That's true. Something is strange about all of this. Alright, so I am thinking that... Okay, I finished my investigation of this area.
Shuichi!
It would seem that we're finished investigating this place. I think she's the one who logged out Kaido then. He probably went to the top. That's when Tsumugi saw her come up. She saw her through the window. She went to go up to the roof. She saw Kaido there. She fused the phone to get Kaido out. So Kokichi and Mew should have had that successful meeting then. What happened at the meeting? Walkman should sound someone to the duel.
Okay.
Are you talking about this mini game in here, or are you talking about the Temtem animations? Yeah, hey, there's something I wanted to ask. Can our avatars hide objects? It seems like you can put stuff in your clothes here too, just like the real world. Let's see, just like the real world. So, what are we going to do next? Are we going back to the real world already? Before that, there's one place I have to investigate. The mansion rooftop.
As I thought.
Very well then. The place Miyu and Kokichi were supposed to meet. The place Kaido logged out. I'm positive it has something to do with the case. There should be clues there. Don't really get it. But if you want to investigate, then let's go do that, Shuichi. You're right. There's a game within a game. Shuichi, everyone is counting on you, including myself.
Shuichi!
Please, give the class trial everything you've got and see us through to the end. And I will do my best as well, of course. Think of the vid now? Yes! I will as well. I can at least do that. I'm a detective after all. If you like these kind of animations, you will like Tales of Symphonia and other RPGs that... Oh, wait. Maybe, Cade can talk to you about that.
Shuichi!
Hey, Shuichi, what was that all about?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Just want to see if you can log out using the cell phone.
Jeez.
Tell me first, that's bad for my heart. God, the cookie cutters. I think I have Tales of Symphonia, but I haven't actually really played it much. I got logged out. I panicked and rushed back here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Stop it.
Come on now, that's enough. Don't interfere with the investigation.
No.
I wasn't interfering. Wait, why did you guys come back here? Did you already finish investigating? I wanted to investigate the rooftop next. Huh? What's so important about the rooftop? Wasn't Mew at the chapel the whole time? We found her on the ground next to it. Oh, now let's believe in Shuichi's reasoning.
It'll be okay.
Shuichi can do it for sure. He's the ultimate detective after all. Don't be like that. Then do what you want. Investigate the rooftop or whatever. Shuichi's my sidekick. In other words, his deductions are my deductions. My deductions are his.
Hey now.
What are you, some credit-stealing bully?
I mean,
Well, I'm going to investigate Mew's avatar since I got interrupted last time.
Sorry. Well then.
Let's go to the rooftop. Yeah, we should. Oh, right. Did the same thing last time. Multiple floors. You and Kokichi were supposed to meet on this very rooftop. The person in charge of searching this area, Kaido, was forcibly logged out.
That's true.
This area must have something to do with the case. I'll be directly connected to the case, but I should inspect these binoculars. I can see that this building is on top of a hill. I can't see past this point because it's the map loading point. But that is strange. Why would the map loading point be right in the middle of the world? Something doesn't seem right. What's wrong, Himiko?
Okay.
When murders happen in a mansion in the snow like this, there are always locked room mysteries created by piled up snow, isn't that right? But it's disappointing that you can't leave footprints on the snow in this world. That's something to be disappointed about? Kibo, did you find anything? This is difficult. There's nothing here that seems to resemble a clue. You should have arranged to meet with Kokichi here. I thought we could at least confirm whether or not she really came to the rooftop. Unfortunately, there are no clues which indicate that. Did Mew ever come to the roof? That is an important question.
Hey,
Kibo, I wanted your opinion on something. Do you think you could get up and down from this roof from outside the mansion?
well,
No, that would have been very difficult. This rooftop is rather high. Even the edge of the roof is roughly the height of a 3 to 4 story building.
you're right.
See you when you get back, mate. Yes, certainly too high to jump,
As I thought.
which means it would have been impossible to climb up from the outside. That means the only way to this rooftop is the stairs. I see.
Hey,
What's wrong, Tsumugi? Look at that doorknob, it's locked.
ah,
Ah, it is. It's a thumb turn lock. Easy to lock. Seems like you can't lock it unless you're on the outside. And look, the keyhole is on this side of the door. Is it usually the other way around?
no.
Not necessarily, I've seen this before. To prevent you from locking yourself out.
I see.
Is that so? This rooftop has a lock on the door. That is important information. A storage room. A little different than how I remember. Feels as if something is missing. Feels as if I wasn't paying close attention the first time, so I don't remember. Don't remember either. But everything, all that's left now is... Oh, she came in after all. Ah, there you are. I was looking for you.
Huh?
Maki, why are you here? I thought you were analyzing the program.
Told you.
Anataro finished analyzing the program, so he told me to gather everyone. He finished?
Shuichi!
We should probably head back then. Our investigation here is pretty much done, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. I've investigated everything I needed to.
Shuichi!
Well then, we'll head back first.
I don't wanna.
I don't want to say goodbye to my avatar. Did you like it that much?
Then,
We should go too.
hey,
What's wrong?
You.
Well, you're definitely more reliable in a class trial than out. Ooh, all the others think so too. What?
Well,
I'm not trying to sound like Kaito, but I don't think you should carry all the burden alone. You're Shuichi Saihara before you're a detective. Don't ever forget that. Well, I shouldn't be talking. I threw away my identity as Maki Harukawa to be an assassin.
thank you.
Thank you, Maki. Clickety-clack. Was she being considerate just now? Say what? I'm guessing he's going to tell us how it's set up in the game now. Cheeky breaky, lemon squeaky. I just say lemon squeaky now. Good luck. Good luck. It's just you and me. We should log out too.
by the way,
Did something happen between you and Kaido?
Huh?
What?
well,
He logged out a little while ago. He looked like he was in a bad mood.
Sorry.
So that's probably my fault.
well,
He is simple. So I'm sure he would forgive you if you just apologized. Shuichi Sahara. Ah. I pulled the device off my head and the real world appeared before me.
Shuichi!
Well, Shuichi, isn't the real world way better than some virtual reality? Anyway, I felt so lonely without you around. Apologize for making me feel unloved.
Hey.
Yeah, there's something I wanted to ask you. I'm totally didn't draw anything on your tummy while you were logged in, okay?
Huh?
What?
It's a lie.
I'm kidding. So what was it you wanted to
Is that
ask?
all right?
You planned to meet Mew on the roof, right? Did you end up meeting her? Oh, so you know about that, Shuichi. Impressive, Mr. Ultimate
Okay.
Detective. I'll tell you what happened. I never went up with Mew. I couldn't get to the rooftop because it was locked.
Huh?
Locked? After I gave up and went back to the salon to search for the secret of the outside world. Is that true, Kokichi? Are you doubting me? Did someone verify that you were at the salon the entire time? Did you meet anyone there? No, I don't have a witness.
Right?
But you can also say there's no witness who can prove I wasn't there.
Hey!
Unless you saw the salon empty yourself.
Anyway,
Well, it's up to you whether you want to believe me or not.
Shuichi!
But you shouldn't doubt me like that. We're partners. This guy. Which one is it? Did Kokichi meet with you or not? Is he lying or telling the truth? Which is it? Yeah, one moment here. Got like some really chapped lips. Oh, hey, cool. It's right here. And it's really bothering me. Cold weather is terrible for me. My lips get so chapped. Is Oma lying? I can't tell. We do not have the evidence for that. There is, I mean, it looks like you can do it that way, yes. Always doubt the Oma. Yeah, no, I don't trust really anything he says anyways, but... I've been waiting for you, Shuichi. I'm sure Maki already told you, but I finally finished analyzing the program.
Okay.
Trying to put together a lot of important facts, so here they are. He really is trying to be our friend. A little bit, at least.
So,
First, the person who tampered with this program was Mommy, like we suspected. Mommy has an eccentric way of writing her code. I knew it was her right away. I guess her personality wasn't the only eccentric thing about her.
Wait a minute.
So, what did she tamper with? A few things, but I'll share the first one with you.
so.
Looks like Mommy deleted a lot of objects from this killing game simulator. She said that she deleted anything that could be used as a weapon. An hour early? Oh my goodness, that was a very fast meeting. How did it go, Cheese? I take it wasn't too bad then.
Okay.
That's true, only the hammer was left. But why was it left, The way the program is written makes it seem like she did it on purpose. On purpose?
Then-
Did she add anything? Found a cell phone in the virtual world. Good month. Employee of the month! Hey! Congratulations, Cheese. Congratulations. No, that cell phone was an original feature of the program. Then Employees Mew hid that fact from us, which means all Mommy added were the 2 maps. The rest was already part of the program.
By the way,
While we were talking about objects, I wanted to ask you something. We used the signboard across the river, but could we have used something else as a bridge? I don't really see anything that could have been used as a bridge across the river. So only the signboard could have been used as a bridge. So, what's the next thing she tampered with?
Okie dokie.
Well, we know there's poison. Mew was most likely the one who logged out Kaido with the cell phone. So, she was supposed to meet Kokichi. So I don't know if Mew was trying to kill Kokichi somehow? And Kaido was part of the plan? Because if she logged out Kaido was supposed to go... No, because then that would totally implicate Kaido if he had the poison, if he went and got the poison from Mew. But that's the thing, we don't know anything about how she died yet. Like, it looks like the way she's clutching herself is asphyxiation, but I wanted to go look at her eyes, but it wouldn't let me to see if it was the poison that got put into her instead. Parameters? Everything in that program is categorized as either a human or a non-human object. Of course, everyone's avatar was assigned the human parameter.
Really?
But for some reason, Mommy gave her avatar the non-human object parameter.
That's...
What happens when you become an object? Well, the difference is only for identification purposes, so it probably didn't affect anything. Well, if it didn't affect anything, then why would she have gone out of her way to do that? Perhaps that has something to do with the next thing she tampered with.
So,
Mommy added a wall that didn't originally exist in the program. Okay. The coordinates of the virtual world are represented on x-axis and y-axis. It seems Mommy added a wall that runs the length of the y-axis.
Huh?
Did you create an additional wall? There are walls in all 4 directions. And 2 down the y-axis.
Hey,
What? You're positive there was only one?
Okay.
Yep, it's definitely the only one. What does that mean? Which wall was the one you added? What was the world like originally? You said there wasn't anything past the wall. Is that another lie? Also, it looks like the extra wall was given a special setting. A setting that allows non-human objects to pass through it. Allows objects through?
see.
That's very interesting. So, are those all the things she tampered with? Ah, there's one more thing. So, one of you guys also had a strange setting given to their avatar. Strange setting.
Okay.
Yeah, the setting made it so that they would be unable to move if mommy touched them.
Then,
So if you touched them, their avatar would be paralyzed? Who was it? Ah, it was Kokichi. It's me? I didn't know that. Well, duh, I wouldn't know. I never touched Mew in that world. I see, I didn't even notice.
Okie dokie.
All I have to report. Well, do you think I'll help you guys out?
okay.
Helps a lot, thanks. Like, if she's planning to kill Kokichi, I would have been able to been found out so easily, though. Although, let's be honest, actually, no. The only reason why we know all this is because she died and Monotaro's helping us. You could have hidden all that information from us when we were doing the investigation. I should probably tell you this too. Well, it's probably not related to the case. Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. An error. Contents of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details. Something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in, so someone did mess up their cords. I'm guessing it was Gonta then, because he was acting really weird. Long queue times tonight as well. No! Is solo, or are you going in with Fappin? Or sheriff? Hopefully nobody shoots him.
Well,
I don't think anyone's avatar was acting strange, though. What kind of error could it be? That's important information. Oh, unless Gonta's depression was just something normal? What? I mean, it also said he thought we were sleeping the entire time.
okay, everyone. Time for the class trial.
Solo, that is weird. But level 40 in the top right? Yes, that is my personal level within the game. So I'm in level, my level is 48. That's how many slots you get for skills. And skills cost a certain amount. However, although I am playing on normal mode, I am challenging myself to do this whole game without using any skills. And so far, it's succeeding. Okay, roll.
You know, that thing where everyone stands in a circle and talks about the dead body.
That's right, no skill run.
Low energy? Me? No, I'm excited. Really. I'm just taking a little break right now. When I'm done, I'll be my usual energized self.
Oh, look at that delicious food.
Yep, I'll be way more energized later. Anyway, that's all.
Oh my gosh, the kids.
Hey!
I am excited! So excited. Excuse me. It seems like you're not into it at all. We don't have to do the class trial, you know. But it's going to start. Huh? We can stop we no can stop it anymore?
You're right.
No, we can't.
So,
This is all I can tell you guys, but I don't want any of you to forget. I'm your friend.
What?
You just decided we're friends?
Thank
Or he
you.
just decided? Ugh. Thank you. Gonta, feel relieved. Don't worry, Monotaru. Shuichi will get revenge for Miu's death.
That's so mean.
And he'll get that revenge by finding the culprit among us. He's right, the culprit is someone here.
thanks.
Of the Mono Cubs, probably Monotaru, because he's a turncoat. Unless he kills Monophony. Because she tries to stop him. To protect her one person that she needs to protect. This class trial is over. I hope we can all get to know each other better. Yeah, that's the kind of line that triggers a death flag. Well, there you go.
Okay.
I want a fresh start. I want to make up for my past mistakes. That too. Meeting you all has really...
Sorry.
It's nothing I'll save for after the class trial is finished. Well then. What was that? I think I heard something over there.
All right.
I'll go check it out all by myself.
So long. Farewell.
What did you say?
It's waving in the wind.
This is stupid.
Your old cutting mat you used. Oh man, yeah, I have one from way back when. Games Workshop had a one of those lovely self-healing cutting mats. It was great. Screwing around. Let's hurry up and go.
Going to do his best.
Going to do his best too. Going to do his best to be even a little bit useful for everyone.
Wow.
I'm so excited. I'll definitely expose the culprit this time. So exciting about this. 3x2 for the self-healing one you had? Nice. With conflicting emotions in our hearts, we headed to the Shrine of Judgment. All except Mew. I mean, look at her eyes. Yeah, they're not bloodshot. Okay, so it wasn't the poison. So she must have been getting choked out then. And they did say that everyone's strength is normalized in there. So it's not like you had to have been extra super strong. But by what you mean by whom? The way she's clasping at it is like she was trying to grab at somebody's arm. So somebody was doing it. But who? Not technically. I guess, yeah, it was more like this. Yeah. Ooh, what is there? It's true. But there wasn't really anything there unless it was by that board. Looks like that's everyone. Oh, that's everyone, huh? There are a lot less of us now.
Plain to see.
It's just half of what we started with.
Unfortunately.
Because we've allowed this game to continue. We must stop it somehow.
Right?
We can't stop now. We can't let the fun end.
Don't.
Cut it out. I'm certain this trial will be the last one.
Hey,
Let's focus on surviving the class trial first.
I guess.
We'll talk about post-mortem talk with me. And here is where we start examining the cadaver. And you'll notice that when rigor mortis sets in, if you're right, if we mess up here, our numbers will go down even quicker. It's just the culprit left.
But
That might be okay. Maybe that's just another way to stop the killing game. If we all died, then the killing game would end.
What?
Say stupid crap like that. It's pointless if we all die.
Okay.
Well, we don't have to worry. We've got the ultimate detective on our side. Yeah, it's time for the detective to shine. Shuichi, please keep up the good work.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Just have to keep it together. This is the only time my talent can shine. I'm not just saving my life. Everyone's life is on the line. If I can't find the truth here, everyone will be sacrificed. I will never let that happen.
Come on.
Hey,
man.
Shuichi, you're getting all tense.
Huh?
What?
I mean,
Didn't I tell you before, Shuichi? Don't carry the burden all.
Get it?
And didn't I tell you before not to get in the way, Kaido?
huh?
What's your problem?
You really don't get it.
We're all relying on Shuichi carrying our asses through this class trial, okay? Like a parrot repeating the same lines over and over, you're bothering him.
Well, you know.
I think that's the most annoying thing you can do to Shuichi, you know that?
Huh?
What do you mean? I'm not...
Shut up.
Kokichi, you're annoying.
Please don't.
Whoa, killer girl's glaring at me. I was only kidding around. Maki's glare seemed to do the trick as Kokichi turned around dejected.
Jeez.
Finally, that pest is gone. Thanks, Maki Roll. Suck it up, Kaido. Now's not the time to be bickering with each
Got
other.
it.
My bad, sorry.
Um,
Kaido, I'm okay.
well,
I know what you want to say, Kaido. You don't have to worry.
I believe in
See,
you.
in that case, I'll believe in you. I won't say anything else.
Shuichi!
If you have any problems, let me know. I'll help you. I'm here for you, bro.
thank you.
Thank you, Kaido. So nice. Rumbly, rumbly, rumbly.
Let's do it.
Alright, let's go. Yeah. The 8 of us got into the elevator. Let's get this trial going! The door shut behind us. Only 8 people left. Ooh. Like all those times before, we descended. It was dead quiet. The only sound I could hear was the beating of my heart in my ears. My body was trembling. The more I tried to control it, the worse it got. There's no way to get used to it, really, the fear of death. We were all fighting it, trying to be courageous. We all felt as though we were going to our own execution. No, not an execution. A test of our will to survive. Finally, the elevator stopped and the doors opened. And though I couldn't explain it, my body stopped trembling.
Welcome!
Go ahead and stand behind any open podium. Monotaru! Move your asses. You don't want to see what I'll do to you if you keep father waiting. Wait, is he back to normal? You're not friend anymore? You jerks must feel pretty slick using Monotaro's forgetfulness to befriend him. He just decided his own that we were friends. But I won't let you guys trick Monotaro anymore because he's already forgotten. He may have forgotten that he was on Daddy's side. And now he's forgotten that he had forgotten he was on Daddy's side. Thanks to me because I smacked the stuffing out of him. Oh, confusing. Well, whatever.
Really?
You're the best VH. I'll be good. I can't remember, but one of you guys is the culprit, right? I can't be in the same room as the killer. It's dangerous. I will lock myself in my room. I even set up a barricade. It's another death flag.
Anyway,
Let's get it started. The heart-racing excitement is the black and the spotless face-off. Lord of the Rings letter opener, swords and... Oh. Jealous. Enter our podiums as always. We knew what we had to do. There was no protest left in us. It's already the 4th time. The 4th class trial was about to begin! Yuiruma, the ultimate inventor. We'll leave this image up a little bit just for guitar. Just to rub the salt into the wound. Although the position of her hands, if somebody was choking her with 2 hands... Yeah, she could be... I don't know. It's almost like she just couldn't breathe. They've given us a lot of trouble, but we all miss her. Tragedy, after all. Yes, everybody has the same strength. Yep, I was mentioning that. She helped me and Kaede with these cameras. Gave Kibo extra functions. In the end, she had done a lot for us. And the culprit that killed her is one of us. I need to discover who that is.
Allow
Or to
me
survive,
to guide
I
you
have to
all
find
to
the
the world of
culprits.
surprises on this train that runs toward glory.
Lance! Hello! Thank you very much for that 16-month sub. Holy moly! I take it by you being here, that means you haven't sold off your PC yet, huh? How's that going for you? Because I remember you were making a post, what was it, last week, saying that you were starting to get it ready? You're not selling it! Are you able to take it with you? I'll fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Got a good paycheck? Yeah. Aren't you glad you didn't end up selling it to me that right away like that last time then? Who done it? This is a tough one. I don't know. I just don't know. We know Kokichi and him were supposed to have gotten met up. We also know that Gonta has no memory of the VR session. He thinks that they were sleeping the entire time. Really, those are the only things we know, besides Mew being able to take somebody off with the phone and there being a wooden mat. Otherwise, things are going well, Lance. They are doing very well indeed. We're getting close to the end of this Danganronpa here, and then we're done the series. I've got a few other short ones, live action ones.
Let's begin with a basic explanation.
I've got Contradiction that we got to do, and then I also got Phantasmagoria. That is a very classic one.
Ah, screw it. This is tiresome.
You need more motivation.
I do. I really, really do. Now then,
Aw.
let's start this class trial.
Why is he so sad?
Before we start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left.
Was my favorite game of 2019? To be honest, probably Sekiro. Oh, like I loved the gameplay of Sekiro, but I also really loved Control. Ooh, it's between those two. It's between those two.
What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
Danganronpa another? Because the absolute atmosphere of Control, the stories in it, the force powers of being able to whack things, the telekinesis, that was just gold. I love the mechanics is great. But the gameplay of Sekiro was amazing. I loved that. Apex was like great story-wise, the mechanics are great, all-around great game. Apex? Apex? What story? What are you talking about there, bro? I mean, you could argue for mechanics, that is very true.
Huh? You mean like a tie?
The story in Sekiro was... I didn't really care for it too much. It was weird. I really do enjoy Danganronpa, yes. And the Ultimate Despair Girls was great. But Control, oh man. Control is beautiful.
The blackened. As long as one of them is correct, it's fine.
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Like what The Last of Us wasn't? Oof, what's about The Last of Us? That is also in my purview of games to be playing right away too. I think it's Contradiction, Phantasmagoria, because they're both among shorter ones, and then it was going to be The Last of Us, so I have that done before the new one comes out in March-ish, and then possibly Neo after that. Got a big long list of things. I still have to do God of War, I still have to do Spider-Man, I still have to, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Oh. Like all FromSoft games, they give you lore and you have to connect the dots. Yeah, pretty much.
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth. Got it? We can't die here!
Look at Himiko. Look at her progress. From being whatever, I don't care enough to do anything, to now she's all like, yeah, let's do this, get out there!
Oh my! Himiko has become so determined!
This game, I swear to God, every time I speak about something like that, the game's like, yeah, this is what you should be feeling, right? Yeah? It's like, uh-huh, thanks.
It's true! People really do change!
See? Every time it reads my mind.
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
They never actually say. There's a tie, like say the two people are blackened. What do you think that means, V?
That's none of your business!
Actually, that doesn't make sense because they said that in that previous trial when we were figuring out with Kyo that the second murder doesn't matter. So there can't be a tie. The first murder is the one that matters. So whoever murders first is going to be... Doesn't matter if you murdered second. So that's the only way. As long as one is right. Oh, I see what you're talking about. If it's a one-on-one and then... Or... Yeah, okay, I got what you're saying there.
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify...
Kaito's the culprit!
What? Say that to my face!
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right? You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
Don't screw around! There's no way I'm the culprit!
Actually, him being logged out makes him the only one that couldn't have done this murder. That's actually his alibi, because there are no signs of outside physical damage, so the death happened in-game. Him not being in-game means he couldn't have possibly done it.
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Mew.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a bunch of times. So many times. Since Kaede.
So many times. The fact that Kaito was the only one logged out is suspicious. No! No, it's not. It's not the culprit. He can't be. I just have to prove that. Monokuma File 4.
Kaito logged out first by himself. Mew was still logged in though.
Yeah, she was.
That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
No.
Kaito culprit? Impossible! Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it! I mean,
Poison.
we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
What do you mean, last words?
So yeah, it's gonna be small ball of poison because Mew did not have blood red eyes. That is the side effect of the poison.
Kaito logged out first by himself. Mew was still logged in though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
V! I got it.
Mew wasn't killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it. Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging. In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Oh, but Mew's body. That's right. Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
So Tails, what did you find, or everyone else, what was your favorite game of the 2019 era? I mean, obviously Lance's was Apex.
Then what was that poison for?
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to think Mew died by poison.
Then, what was her real cause of death?
His real cause of death. The only one I can think of. Oh, good lord. The hammer. No. What? I mean, I guess that's the only one that we can think of. I think? Nope. Oh. Ouch. Rules of the world, you say? God, there's so much stuff. Oh gosh. I guess it's this one? What was the cause? You see, that's the thing. What was the cause of death? Oh, I guess... Unless... It's... Oh my gosh. So many things to flip through. No injuries can be found. I was shocked from the game. I guess the killing game simulator?
This is it.
Okay. I was thinking too complex.
The killing game simulator itself.
I thought there was going to be like, yes, this is how she got. Not that she was killed from the simulator. I was being too complex there. Wait, Apex from this year, yeah. I also got into Hollow Knight. That is true. That is true. Hollow Knight was also a very good one. I was very disappointed that Silk Song still isn't out yet. I thought it would be coming out sooner.
In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. That was made clear in the program's text file.
Miyu received fatal damage in the virtual world and died from that shock.
In that case, it's fair to say that the cause of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question. Where is this virtual world place? What floor is it on?
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
This is important.
If Miyu was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world.
No, Doki came out quite a while ago, actually.
Is the one that matters.
Oh, it seems like Gonte is confused. So why don't we review things a bit? So we split into two groups to find the secret of the outside world.
Did you hear the tweet? The dev from Doki Doki tweeted out that he wants to add some new content. So he's working on that right now. For some new content for Doki Doki. It's not a sequel, but it's going to be new content. What is Atran? Thank you very much for those biddies. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have anything for anime-wise, but, you know, yeah, no, I got nothing. I got nothing here for you. I mean, I could run downstairs. Do I even have a poster for you? Dang. I do not. I unfortunately do not even have a poster to share with you. I have one from Chobits, but I think that's downstairs somewhere. Oof. Did you biddies for titties? Dang. Only I had some titties to show off. Then I don't even have any female models here. Oh, I've only had Slanesh. But no, I had Nurgle. Dang.
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Miyu.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation? That's what we gotta think about. Now, let's all work together.
Yay.
Aw, little Himiko is all grown up. Too bad your chest hasn't grown up, though.
Oof.
That was uncalled for. Someday, my chest will grow like crazy.
Let's begin then.
Gosh darn it. The fatal damage that Mew received in the virtual world. Let's pin that down. That's one that's going to be hard. I mean, there's a hammer there, but...
In the virtual world, Mew was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whoever did that to Mew.
It's definitely the game of the last decade. We're talking about biggest impact.
Her avatar. It has to be the hammer.
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
Yes, I agree with you.
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
Could she have drowned?
No, wrong button. No injuries can be found.
In the virtual world, Mew was fatally injured.
Oh, so we have to think about Mew's corpse. Grasping her neck. So I'm agreeing with Maki saying strangulation. Because her corpse, yeah, the Monokuma file doesn't give anything as to what happened.
Her avatar. It has to be the hammer.
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
Oh, that's too late.
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
In the virtual world, Mew was fatally injured.
We'll just go quick. And to kill that red thing really fast.
I think strangulation is more likely.
Oh no, it went down! Oh!
In the virtual world, Mew was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
I pulled off like some big trick shots before, but this one's the hardest of my career.
I think strangulation is more likely.
Oh no. Yes, I still got the V.
I agree.
I'm still really happy and impressed with that one where they're spinning really quick and I just happened to get it somehow.
Mew's body showed severe trauma and signs of a struggle.
Yeah, she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look at.
League made esports come to life? I disagree.
Right. And the virtual
Esports
world
was alive
for
before
5
that. In
seasons.
fact, Dota had other tournaments. StarCraft had really huge tournaments as well. There was esports. I think what got... While, yes, it definitely did add to it and it helped pave the way, I think it's more a shift in the social climate towards esports becoming an acceptable thing, even though right now it's still... People are still kind of like, huh, what? Thinking about it a bit more. It has ways to go. Yeah, Counter-Strike, like there was a lot of esports around before League. What I mean, League's only really started picking up more recently. But yeah, no, I agree that League is definitely outpacing them now. That is true, especially when others are starting to step down. Like Heroes of the Storm shut down a lot of their leagues and so on, and now they're just concentrating on just being a game. But there's still some of the other ones but I still hear of more CSGO stuff and so on than I do about League. But League is actually catching up to that. And then, yeah, when the tournaments are on and so on. Yeah, you look at Twitch, it's top category. Very high. I think it ran the same time as a Fortnite tournament or something at one time, and League still beat out Fortnite as well.
If her body experienced pain, she must have been in pain in the virtual world as well. Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct. Mew was strangled to death.
Yeah, definitely.
She's an assassin, she would know.
Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison, so it can only be strangulation. Also, when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth. But Miu was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Oh, the Assassin Master gets really chatty when it comes to corpses.
I take it that, yep. If it wasn't for League, then Fort might not catch on, considering League and Twitch got around the same time. Yeah, there's been a lot of things like, I think that's when I started visiting Twitch a bit more, because I was always hearing about all the stuff about Faker and some of the C9 people and so on, and they stream on Twitch, so you could see their gameplay, how they're practicing, and so on. I believe that was actually my very, very first streaming as well, was League of Legends. Because I used to have a 5-man group that we gamed with, and then we all started streaming around a bit there. Before I realized my computer was not good enough to stream. But yeah. What do you play as, Duke? What's your roles?
In that case, her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world? If the avatars were equally strong, it would be difficult to strangle a resisting victim.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Yeah, that's the part that I'm confused about. Unless...
And the culprit would need a tool.
Wait. But would she be as strong as them? Because her parameter was as an object, not a human. The humans were the things that had their strength normalized. You're still round 2, though, consider last championship. That might not be the case. Uh-oh. ADC with Vesever. Ooh, nice. Everything. Okay.
There are tons
yeah, I know
of
the
cases where
unbreakable.
A weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Wow, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
Bamboo mat. I'm guessing a bamboo mat could be wrapped around her head tightly, and then she could be hung from it, maybe? You died 2 times instantly in customs. Ouch. Nothing enough. Yeah, I know. It's like, I'm trying to figure out what was choking her out.
Was there even a rope in that world? I don't remember seeing one.
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
Something for a rope? I have an idea what it might be. I found it during the investigation. Oh, that is smart. Oh my gosh, that's smart. The toilet paper. Because it can't be broken, right? Oh.
This is it.
That.
During
Nice.
the investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion.
Oh, that'd be so useless if they did have to go. I can't get it off. No. Is this toilet paper? What would toilet paper be doing here? You gotta be more sneaky, Chris. You gotta be sneaky. Just hide in the bushes and slowly go to your location.
Gonta, no can ignore that!
You don't even know what we're talking about, Gonta.
What you mean, Shuichi? Huh? What's wrong?
What, wrong? Shuichi goofing off! Not gentlemanly at all!
My goodness. Oh, jeez. Rebuttal one already. Killing Game Simulator.
It's no time for nonsense! You know you use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy! Even Gonta know that, and Gonta not smart! There's no time for nonsense!
There we go.
No can use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy!
I want to see what happens if I
Even
take that out.
Gonta know that, and Gonta not smart!
Advance!
No, I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
You died such an awful death. So why you not take this seriously? You call yourself Ultimate Detective?
Oh my goodness.
Use your head!
figure out real murder weapon.
Advance
No,
again.
I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
There's no time for nonsense. You know can use toilet paper
Yeah, okay, that's what I
in
figured.
place of rope. Would tear too easy.
I'll
Retreat
for
and
your
cut tear.
words.
Luckily, you can just go around. I didn't want to lose.
The toilet paper wouldn't tear.
Because it was different arguments each time, so I'm like, we'll go to the end and see what happens.
Because in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable. Unbreakable?
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear. And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Gonta not really understand, but... Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
Killed by toilet paper. It was a fitting end for her.
Why would that be fitting?
Fitting end? I do not fully understand that logic.
You think she's trash.
But if Mew was killed near the chapel, why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
Yeah, that's the part that's interesting. Culprit meant to get rid of it, the evidence. They did a poor job of it. Excuse me, there's a much better place where they could have destroyed it.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
Mew did.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
We already know who brought the hammer. Who brought the hammer was Mew!
That's it!
'Cause I think she was setting up to kill Kokichi.
Mew was the one who brought the hammer.
She set up the code so this way when she touched him, he couldn't move. Then she had the hammer. She's going to do him in.
Mew bring hammer?
Remember what she told us?
Although, well, what was she thinking about with the poison, though? I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that could be used as weapons.
Yeah, she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If
Look like
that
a
were
suicide,
true,
maybe?
she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer. Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
That's right, Fino, just because of you. I mean, we called you. Jury duty, man. Come on.
But why she do that?
You brought the hammer for sure. What did she need it for? You need to make that clear. How am I going to prove anything here? You and Kokichi's
Let's
meeting.
assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe
Oh, I
use it to
haven't.
break down a wall?
Uses for a hammer. Gonta no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
The
Probably
DUI.
just brought it for self-defense.
DUI.
Or she secretly met up with someone and
Yes.
tried to kill them with it.
You idiot, she was the victim!
I like how Kokichi's. It's
Let's
totally
assume
what
that Mew
happened.
brought the hammer.
What was she trying to do with it? Maybe use it to break down a wall? Uses
For a
hammer. Don't know, you gonna build stuff with hammer. She
Probably just
brought
brought
it for self-defense. Or she
Secretly met up with someone.
Ah,
I agree.
yes, there was blue. I just had to get around for that.
Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. With me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
Hammer number 2.
What? Is that true?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
Oh yeah, the triple X. I see it there. Very fitting.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world.
They
I
should have a
totally
number on the
forgot
hammer.
where
That would
we
be
were
amazing.
supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Wait, so Mew called Kokichi out?
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Well, I remember the Justice Hammers. I do understand, but it was like, Kokichi's already figured it out. She was planning to kill Kokichi. Confess her love.
That's it. She was trying to kill Kokichi.
I know I should have said confess love.
Yep, she plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer.
Love taps.
If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
Mew's plan, huh? Sure, if I analyze the clues we found, I can figure something out. Let's do it. Taiki taxi. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh, I got two. Kiss Kokichi. Oh, that's a car. Oh, I missed it. Pass in the center. Who tried to kill Koichi? We just said that. Oh, look, Mew on the side there. Oh, man. All right, let's think. Who could have tried to kill him? Oh my gosh. I do have to go in the center. Ah, Smoochy. Smoochies! When you're traveling 207 kilometers an hour, you ain't got time to think about passing in certain lanes. You just pass. Oh, this is more like it. Trees. Oh no, those weren't trees. Oh no. Curses. I thought they were trees. For some strange reason. Where was Mew trying to kill Kokichi? The rooftop. I know, trees in the city, it makes no sense. I'm sorry. From the afterlife. She was able to contact Kyu, despite being salted. Oh gosh, this one has a lot. Okay, I'm going to drive on the line. Oh, maybe I won't. Oh, look at these cars. I wonder what happens if I hit one. No, I missed one. Oh, why? Oh, you just lose time? Oh, I was hoping a big... Oh, hey, look, it's Tsumugi. Why was a bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? That's a good question. Okay. This was placed to divert attention or hidden evidence. Yeah, divert. Okay, good. Oof. I wasn't 100% sure on that.
It connects. She wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
She did that too?
What? Mew was the one who put that poison bottle there?
She was the last to log in.
Right. Something's definitely weird about that.
Darn it, Kaido, she was the last to log in. I've got a sheet of paper that says so. Log in, log out
When
record.
could Mew have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
No.
And then what? She logged back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Then who put poison bottle?
Oh, I guess I have to
The
agree.
only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deeper.
No, it wasn't me, guys. When could Mew have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that. Are you Kaido, you say?
And you couldn't have placed the poison.
Oh no!
Then who put
I
poison?
pressed the wrong button.
The only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deeper!
I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to slow down the time.
When could you have put the poison there? If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point. And then what? She logged back in? Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all? Nope, I didn't see that at all. If she hadn't logged in or out,
Oh, I missed.
That's wrong.
It was Mew who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair. She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Yeah, 'cause she had a whole 2
Record
minutes.
of who went in and out of the virtual
That's
world?
wrong!
That's
No,
right.
you're wrong.
It says that Mew was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, she would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Mew's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world.
Oop.
Make us think it happened in the
Oh my
real
God.
world.
My goodness. Phone just blew up out of
Then blame the
nowhere.
crime on Kaito.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out. Just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
Yeah,
had to
I'm
come.
positive of that.
I'm sorry. We had to give you spoilers. I just had
Mew
to.
used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
How did Mew log Kaido out? With the cell phone.
This is it! It was the cell phone found by Mew's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name
I had
into
no
it.
breath. Because they're unsure. So, Well, you see. I know you're like texts and there's like, I gotta warn you, this is going to be a very upsetting trial because the killers. Oh no. Oh, not just as I thought.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But you never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion.
Ooh. The trial would have almost been completely based on hidden evidence. Well, but the thing is, we would have figured out right away that I had to have been, because the label on the poison bottle was red eyes. And Kokichi wouldn't have had red
I think
eyes.
your ideals should stay the same.
Unless she planned for that.
Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting. Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Yeah, I don't care.
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah, if Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
Because she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world.
I suppose that's
you guys
true.
would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted.
Much motivation of V remember.
And you
No
never
motivation,
know that the murder
no.
actually took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
I was a pro at that motivation, by the way.
Insistent we go into the virtual world was.
You guys are only bitching because you haven't been to the virtual world yet. Once you go, you'll understand. Seriously, it's so freaking awesome. I know you guys will love it. Then you're going to fall in love with me for showing it to you guys. Let's just dive right in, okay? We'll do it together.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
What a shady
I was sad that she was
person.
gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend.
The entire week with her while she set up a murder in front of your eyes. I know, and I was with her every day.
That's an ideal
I was
fun
like, oh.
situation. Now we can start a real class trial.
Oh.
Hey, Kokichi sort of sound like Monokuma.
You just realizing that
Really?
now?
I don't sound anything like him.
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Close the door.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward. Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right?
All right, good night, babe. We'll see you later. Thanks for chatting with me today. We'll catch you later.
I did it.
He's completely lost his drive. Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame.
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die. You know that?
Oh,
You wanna
you're
die?
right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Miu, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Here's my answer. I never met up with Mew.
You didn't?
Excuse me.
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
Can you kill a robot? Yes. You dismantle it.
Lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
Oh, Mechamaru.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either. Also,
That's a 2
I
a.m.
never
night
went
vision
to the
goggles,
roof, not
all
even for the
with night
meeting.
vision goggles? Good luck.
I remember you and Gonta went off
Those
together
are
when we first
expensive.
started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Just remember, scavs don't care. They all have night vision.
Then who locks the door to the roof?
I already told
Except for player
you.
scavs.
How should I
Like
know?
when I logged in one time as a scav on, they have flashlights, but not night vision goggles.
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
That big pause there.
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Mew's death.
Just make sure you're doing local recordings. Oh, although if you're listening to the stream at the same time, you get that over top of your game audio. Unless you set up your game audio to go through a certain auxiliary cable, and then the OBS only recording through the other one that the other game audio is coming through. You can do that.
Truth? There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Mew who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Mew sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
Oops, my hand slipped.
If that's the case, then Mew might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
It's true. First we need to determine if Mew was actually there or not. Did she go? She's never on the roof at all. But Tsumugi said she saw her. Yeah, Tsumugi's account.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
Should have been, yes.
Look at where her avatar fell. It's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
She dropped it.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up?
First glance, it seems as if it's impossible for me to go to the mansion. Must be some evidence that shows it was
Mew was
possible.
waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
Boom!
That's wrong!
At the V. I've only missed one V so far, I think.
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah, when I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry, I thought I was just mistaken at first, since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
There must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge.
Trapped
If a
him over
murder
there.
occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let
No
everyone
clip
know
hack?
it's no longer there.
I can see that.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-okay.
What?
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
Don't have time to deal with Kokichi. We now need to focus on the case. Positive that Mew used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Or is more interesting with its setup? Maybe? I just have to figure out what it was. Okay, good. I was worried there was going to be a hangman gambit. Wall added by Mew.
Only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Vroom, vroom.
Maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across. I suppose it is possible she used that to change places.
Man, you guys are way off. Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs.
This guy.
A way across that only Mew knew about.
Besides that signboard, maybe. Or instead of bridge, you use some kind of vehicle to go over.
Has to be that other one here. Coming up.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
Got it.
I agree. That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
The only thing, Duke, that I hope for is it doesn't have a stupid picture where you have to click a very small, specific area in order for it to accept the answer. Oh, I'm so annoyed with that.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass
Don't be
through.
naive, Shuichi.
Oh. Talk about 3-3 with this, well, the Funhouse murder. Where it's like point to on the map where the thing was. You know, showing the picture of when you look out the window. And you had to point a very specific small little area. I was trying to click everywhere.
Jeez, Mew set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious. But it's got nothing to do with what we were
But it
talking
does,
about.
because Mew
Nothing to do with it.
set as an object.
You don't even realize your mistake? Are you losing your edge? Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right. What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion. So why waste time talking about the impossible? It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Yes, Mew's avatar, because she
No,
said as an
wait just a
object.
second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object.
There.
I'll cut through your words.
I knew that first one that popped up was like, I don't think it's that one.
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you, the more you try, the more you cause us trouble. It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all.
I don't know what the heck Kokishi's
It
up
just
to.
means even I make mistakes.
It's just like, ugh.
Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Okay.
He's being very...
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
I don't know what the heck
Kokichi,
he's doing.
Please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Then her secret route was through that wall?
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map.
He's just
I
used to
bet
telling
Mew
you
had a
Kokichi.
hidden
Yeah, everybody's
passage
slowly
like that
getting
in the
used to
back
that
of the
now.
chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? Because Mew said...
Oh, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world, literally. Past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
You lied. Huh.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
Monoromi? Say what?
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
He's an asshole. Nothing new about it at this point. Hey, one guy. Yeah, no, I agree. He's getting
She
pretty.
lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
You remembered.
Monotaro?
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Mommy!
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, shoot!
Oh no!
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Mew to get the Cubs to reveal something? Guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program?
That Kokichi.
If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
That's our Oma!
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing.
What thing?
Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
Oof. Oof. Oh goodness, did I do it again? I could have gotten free primes? Crap. Crap. And there we go. Alright. Could have owned Twitch. I know that was it's close. I had to delete that really quick before you guys were able to get that lovely link. Defense that led us there. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I'm talking about when we both met. Oh, gosh.
Damn it!
I didn't. What? Ah, crap. loud crash. Loud noise.
This is it!
I was trying to look at the question. I pressed the wrong button.
You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
Huh? What was that sound? Sounds like something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but...
You all heard that sound too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! What? It's Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close.
You heard my voice too?
What? That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first.
Yeah, Kibo was finally classified as
There
a
was
human.
another
Oh,
mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, don't not mean it like that.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
another mysterious phenomena. Although this shouldn't be possible, like Mew in the mansion with that loud noise. Need to remember. I bet you it was the sign. No, not over there. Ooh, that was a nice one. There it is. I found it. Oh, crap. Ah, even worse. Oh, there's a border. I actually didn't even notice that border before around the picture. Oh, there we go. I think I had enough before.
I see it.
I was trying to press the wrong button once again to say that that was what it was supposed to be.
The sign you were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Oops, my hand slipped.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
It was on the manor side. That was definitely weird. Most confused by how the sign got there. I should remember exactly what happened with that sign. Alright, here we go. It went along, it went across this way. Just go back to the chapel side. Yeah. Whoa! What the heck? Can't I control the cart? Okay, there we go. That was weird. Oh, they're moving. Basically, the wall that's fake is the one on the that connects the chapel and the other side. Because the sign would have gone through the river, gone over to the other side, because there's no way it can get stuck there. And then, I missed some. And this way it can continue through. Which point was the signboard swept away? How are they going to word this though? River? Okay. Well, I guess swept away in the river. Oh goodness, look at these guys moving. 4 questions this time. Oh, wow. Ah! Moving targets. Oh, goodness. Ooh. That was close. I want to see more of that artwork that they have on these billboards here. Because it looked really good. I love that character style. End of the river, chapel side. Just pulled from the CGs. Got him. Where was the signboard found after? So, okay, all these really easy questions I didn't need to do all this driving for. It's on the mansion. Whoa, almost got bounced back to the middle there. Alright, phase 4. Oh gosh, this one has a lot. Come on, you. Oh, I'm missing a bunch of them. I mean, if I started braking, I could probably grab some more of them. But where's the fun in that? You gotta have their pedal to the metal the entire time. This is usually the most useful, yeah. Compared to the river's current, which way to the side? It floated to the right. Towards the chapel. With the current. Yeah, let's go with the current. Oh, wait, what? But it didn't. It went with the current and it wrapped around. At least now I know what happens. You totally squish the person. Technically, I'm right. I'm just thinking ahead. That's all.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current.
That's right, Jesus. Because you and I, we're smarter than
saw
that.
Mew drop the
We knew.
sign and watched the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct?
I guess he's got to walk it through for people like going to
It
Hokkaido,
should
right?
have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened
These are the
have
kids
to
that tells we
connect
figure
with
out
each
stuff.
other
We have to go
somehow.
step by step. It's like when doing those math problems in school. You're supposed to show your work, how you got to the answer. You can't just say, ah, this is the answer.
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they
excuse
all
me.
connected?
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
What?
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
So, how are are they connected? Do you know, Shuichi?
Ah, well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
Oh goodness. That's not avatar error. Wall added by Mew. Bam.
This is it! It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel.
This is it?
But if that wall happened to be the one that you
Tutu's
said
the
to
worst
allow
at this.
objects through.
Sure, we need to know about the Twilight case, but didn't need to solve it.
It's a wall only non-humans can pass through.
That is technically true, yes.
That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
That's right, that's the real issue here. How could the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the mansion side? Who would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
I both love and hate this game as much as you. King Spartax. Cheese here has been telling me that Danganronpa V3 is widely viewed as the black sheep of the family. I guess would be a way to put it.
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? What the hell does that even mean?
She might be onto something here there. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river. They connect.
That's it!
He's one of the best things about it.
The river were connected.
I don't know, Mew was pretty funny.
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Split.
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel.
I mean, I personally don't feel emotionally connected and invested necessarily, but there are some personalities that I did enjoy. At first, I was like, she's trying too hard, but I did end up enjoying her style of humor later on. And she has some really good singers between her and Kokichi.
It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Think of it like a rolled up piece of paper.
I got it. I know why Mew only set up one wall.
Because they're both the same wall.
What are you talking
That's
about
why,
now?
Cheese. Hiko's your favorite, eh? I think, Kyoko. They're the same wall.
That's it.
Kibo 100%.
The walls by the chapel
could
and the
you?
mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall. The same wall? It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world. The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Maybe I just played way too many video games that I understand this really easily, and they're having a really hard time with it. They need Chiaki here.
See, didn't I tell you?
Oh my gosh.
Everything is connected.
She would have been like, no problem. Like, guys, this is how video games work.
More importantly, this is the final stretch! If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
A secret, huh? I suppose we should clear that up. And solve the mystery of the virtual world. Oh no. Oh gosh. What is a unique feature of the virtual world? Wrap? World loop? Okay, thank you. Yeah, it probably is. They word things so weird sometimes in this. Oh, where's the W? I'm seeing M's. I'm too fast. World loops. Jackie was cool. I think it's between her and Kyoko being my favorite.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop.
Especially like when it got to the anime version of Chiaki.
Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example,
Akakura 2. Story. Yeah, no, pretty much. I think that's what they're going
goes off
for.
the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
Moment of silence for D3 Chiaki.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished
Akakura
into
is
the wall
mastermind?
downstream of the river.
How
and
interesting would
out of
that been?
same wall upstream.
Ah, I had all of you guys fooled, didn't I?
And floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't
Your
a wall
time
with
has
wide
come.
axis
All
at
right,
all.
catch you later,
The
Vito.
x-axis
Have yourself
was set
a
to
wonderful
loop.
rest of your day.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program.
We'll
isn't
see you
that
next
too
trial.
crazy?
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's
4
not a
a.m.,
boring
yikes.
answer.
Yes, go
It
sleep.
also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the nap loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes. But first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
I mean, are we talking like a loop going this way instead of this way? Because then that would... Because they just said that... Starts at the load point. Oh, time up. I mean, that is the one actual constant.
There!
I do like that it bloops at you when you're on something,
The
though.
map loading point was where the virtual world looped. We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map. But the loading point was actually at the edges.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather, her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them.
I mean, this is how I was envisioning it in my mind, with the loop going around. They just had a hard time explaining it, I guess. You've returned. Were you successful, though?
And any sounds
You're
emitted
successful,
near the
Chris.
chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
That's how he sounds like.
Impressive, Shuichi!
Interesting.
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
He's very excited.
For you to get this far? What are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center. Which in turn,
Yeah,
made the
exactly.
mansion and chapel
Jesus.
seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap.
And yet she died.
But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery. That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
So nobody seemed to realize that except for Kokichi
Hey,
here.
Shuichi, you saved us.
So that makes him pretty
Just
suspicious.
because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kichi talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What's Kokichi's plan here? Definitely prodding at Kaido on purpose. There's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Mew. Doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve, if we can't find the culprit, it'll all be for nothing. I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Mew's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Mew? All this and more next time on Vesever Storytime! So we're just gonna throw up the save here. Do. Perfect time to stop. All right. What kind of craziness is it going to show here? Okay, good. Everybody have this music. Now, I don't think I'm going to be actually here on Saturday. We have a family birthday party. So I'm still trying to find out if I can do any makeup streams. But I think I'm busy the rest of the week, so I might just do an extra one next week. We'll see how this goes. Either way, I'll let you all know. So make sure, and the best way that I let you all know is through that magical Twitter, as well as on my Discord. I always post in the announcements as well as on the Twitter to make sure that everybody knows when the next one's live. So let's just say for now, we'll be live Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That one we know for sure. I mean, you forget how much shorter first game trials were. Yeah, no, they were definitely a lot shorter. Well, that's one thing I've noticed. I actually really enjoy having the trials split up into these two sections, to be honest. You're able to really like hammer out, okay, yeah, this is the lead up. Okay, so we understand how everything was done, so now we can nail down the culprit. And I find it's actually a lot easier, or it flows better that way, I should say. Oh, you love me, Stay Channel. I love you too, thank you. So anyways, you all have yourselves a fabulous, fabulous night. We will see y'all next time.